law enforcers from all parts of Africa are in attendance at the 4th ordinary session of the 6th Parliament of the Pan-African Parliament to deliberate on legislature in the education sector that will help promote development in the African continent. Senator Tony Sibandze says countries in the Southern African Development Community SADC have to make it easy to work with other countries in the African continent, especially on issues of free trade.
Decisions which are taken at regional level help the region to strive, but they then get consolidated at the African Union level, which then translates to Pan-African Parliament being the legislative arm. So those decisions which are taken at SADC, unfortunately, SADC cannot live on its own. It needs the entire continent to strive. So you'll find that maybe, for example, like trade. Trade, we cannot only trade with ourselves as a SADC, we need the North Caucasus, within the North region also to trade in. So those recommendations then they are taken to the African Union so that they can lobby the other regions so that you can integrate. It's the reason why we then had to come up with the African Free Continental Trade Area, because all those regions within the continent were able to put together their shortcomings and their needs on the challenges that they're facing.
Senator Sibandze says in previous years, the Pan-African Parliament had issues in having a stable leadership, and Eswatini, together with other SADC countries, contributed and enforced the geographical rotation of the presidency of the Pan-African Parliament. He mentioned that the situation is currently better with having a stable leadership.
Right now, there is more stability in the Pan-African Parliament in terms of leadership because we participated in that cause. So now the stability, meetings are continuing. During COVID, there were no meetings subsequent to COVID. Again, there were no sessions at all because of leadership crisis. So now things are stable.
On another note, the Honorable Duduzile Zuma from South Africa has been elected as the new chairperson of the Southern Caucus of the Pan-African Parliament.